So Christmas Story 2 it's a Ralphie story?
Yeah, if you haven't seen A Christmas Story Part 2, it's Ralphie grown up with his wife and kids, and for the Christmas they go back home to his childhood home with his mom and stuff, and they tell like a whole story in the 70s, and it was cute. It was cute as hell, you know.
Really? Okay, so keep it real with me. Was it nostalgia that was good and like a lot of cool little Easter eggs and nods to the first movie,
Yes.
or was the story good? Like,
Both. It wasn't just we're getting the old heads back with like
yeah,
familiar one-liners or little nods and Easter eggs, and then we have no story. It's not like that.
right.
It was like, oh, the story's fucking good. I was fucking watching it like like this by the end, and all the
Oh,
Easter egg
really?
nods are like, oh shit, has you working like I do remember that from the first one and blah blah blah. I was like, oh, now I want to watch them back to back. And
Oh, wow. Really? Okay, I might check
yeah,
that out. No, I didn't have an opinion one way or the other because I don't even remember it being out.
interesting, interesting. Yeah, it
Let
came
me
out
find
maybe
this trailer.
just 2 or 3 years ago. It's fairly new, and the kid Ralphie, he grew up and became like a behind the scenes Hollywood guy or whatever. Maybe not Hollywood, but the
Right.
guy who played Ralphie, he like directed this and wrote this too. So it was like him wanting to keep it family and not wanting to make it, you know, what we know Hollywood now to be. So there's no woke shit in it. There's no trans stuff in it. There's no BLM, you know, none of that
Wow.
nonsense. It's just normal, regular neighborhood people of all kinds that come together for a new telling of the Ralphie story in the 70s too. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Well, all
so
right, all
all,
right. So so
all
so
ages and races and genders could watch this movie. So I give it a thumbs up.
you give it a thumbs up. Okay, cool. I want to dive a little deeper into this. So, can you give us a basic synopsis of
It's the
well,
most
actually, let's watch the
quoted
trailer and
Christmas
then
story of
I
all
want to hear
time.
you break it down a
And
little
this
bit. I don't
holiday
care about
season,
spoilers.
Ralphie is
Oh,
back.
okay.
Ralphie? Now he's a bigger kid with an even bigger wish.
No,
Oh,
this isn't it.
The official sequel, the timeless tradition
Hmm.
with
this
all
isn't
your
it?
favorite
No,
characters.
this isn't it.
Those minions are everywhere.
This looks horrible. Whatever this is.
Ralphie's
Yeah.
best pals, Flick and Schwartz.
This has got to be. Is this real or fake? What?
Mom
Oh, this got downvoted to
I
shit.
heard you sniffle.
and the old man.
Okay, all right. I think I know what. Oh wow, Daniel Stern,
Oh,
Wet
is
Bandit.
that Wet Bandits?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh,
Does it say
that's
what year
Marv.
that is?
This is from 2012. Okay, so this isn't it. Okay, so
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
put
good.
the year in it. Hold on, because it was like two. I think I saw it was for 2022. All right, A Christmas Story, Christmas. Okay, that's
Yes, this is
yeah.
the one. Do you like the first Christmas story?
That movie sucked, bro. I can't believe. No, I'm kidding. I love that movie. I used, and
Okay,
it
that's
was
funny because I
rewatch.
was talking to somebody who was like, "Oh, I didn't really care about that movie." I was like, "What?"
Really?
Yeah, and I thought maybe it was you. Maybe it was my cousin.
Gene,
life moves
I
fast,
won't.
and
Yeah,
one day
I
you're
won't say his
playing
name.
kick the
My
can
Damn,
cousin.
really?
meeting Flick or Schwartz.
Maybe I could be wrong though.
And the next thing you know, you're a certified adult.
Ralph,
This is it.
dear old man.
Fragile.
He was the best.
Ralphie, promise me we're gonna make this a wonderful Christmas. That would make your father so happy.
I promise.
Julie Doherty, get out of
What
here.
had I done?
Yeah.
And now it was all up to me?
She played the
suggest
mom.
you
I
start
think 'cause
drinking
the
and
original
don't
mom,
stop
I
till New
think,
Year's.
died. And the father died.
Kids, who wants to go see
Yeah.
Santa?
This is amazing. Incredible.
We will
But-
meet you right here when you're done.
Don't let him kick you in the face.
Huh?
It's the happy season.
Now in.
When it's just us decorating, it kind of feels like child labor.
Honey, it's not labor if we don't pay you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
There'll be much mistletoe.
My dad made this all look so easy.
That doesn't mean it was easy.
Most wonderful time of the year.
Schwartz, I triple dog dare you.
Oh wow, really? You're still getting falling for triple dog dares?
Yeah.
Grown ass man. Oh shit.
That's brutal.
It's the most wonderful time.
Marcus still has the hat.
Christmas
Still
ember
has the
beginning to
hat.
glow again.
Only in a flashback.
Yeah, that looked like that could have been like some weird dream sequence or something.
Yeah, it was just a flashback.
Ugh. Okay. All right. So yeah, give me. I think I get a basic breakdown here. So he has to make Christmas special in the old house. I think it gave me that much, and I got that from the trailer too.
Well, what happens is the old man, the father dies, so they're going back to the house like they had just buried. They don't show the funeral, but it's like he's going back. It's like, oh, Dad died just a few weeks ago, and it's after Christmas, and we're at the house because we just buried Grandpa, kind of thing, and it starts
Okay.
from there.
Oh wow. All right.
Yeah. And by the end of it, I was like, well,
okay.
pretty good movie.
Take me there. Take me there. Okay, so give me some highlights, like some of your favorite moments, and what is it that got you a little choked up there?
I guess at the end, because in this movie, Ralphie's a writer, and he's trying to write a novel. And so he's grown up with his wife and his kids and everything. He's got one girl and one son. So he's got 2 kids, and they're still like young age, and he's trying to make it as a novelist. And then his dad dies, and he goes back home, to grandma, and they're doing the holidays without grandpa this year. And something happens to where his job's on the line, where his editor wasn't happy with the last thing he wrote. So like the sub story is like he's trying to like get his career going too as a writer. Then he's dealing with the death of his dad, and he's remembering the Christmas when he was young.
Oh, life moves.
And basically someone asks him to write the obituary for his dad. So after the movie is like he's reconnecting with his friends at the bar. One of the guys is a bar owner. And then there's the dad on the wall, blah, blah, blah. So those are the buddies, and it's all the antics going on. Like you got the town bully, and all that stuff gets resolved. But by the end, he's like, I don't know how to write this obituary or whatever. It's like, I don't know what to say. It's like, how do you sum up some man's life with just a few paragraphs or whatever? And his mom says something to him like, just write whatever you feel, So you see him sitting down at the typewriter. And they do quick montage scenes, and then this like little shopping scene. They break it up, but they tie it all back because his wife finds the typed out letter, and she sends it in to the newspaper because he was just writing it for himself, thinking like, let me just get this out cathartically, and then I'll just do it. And like you see him with the flashbacks, and that's cool. But then at the very end, the wife sends in the thing, and all the town is reading it. And it's really cute. And then his publisher calls him and be like, you know what? We do want to give you the job. So it just ends all on a happy note. And it's all just feel goody,
Okay.
I'm probably not doing it justice.
I don't. This trailer isn't doing it justice, if I'm being honest.
No, because this trailer is just showing like you're gonna have the kid with the slide, you're gonna have the wacky accident, you're gonna have the wacky flashbacks. And that's all cool, but the story is about him telling the story of like the dad getting him the rifle and all that stuff. I'm not doing it justice. It's just really good. Just watch it and tell me what you think.
Tell me what you okay. So okay, all right. Let's talk about grading this thing. I don't know if you want to go full scale. All right, actually, fuck it. Yeah, I want to do full scale here. So it just based on cinematography, where would you put this sucker?
I like the throwback. It was simple. It was just on location. So I'm giving it like a solid C plus. Because they did get like authentic cars and everything. They made it look like the 70s. You felt it. You felt that it was
Okay,
early
okay,
70s
okay.
vibe to it.
So there were no like 1993 Civics in the background. You know,
Exactly.
those are
Yeah.
no. They gave a proper TLC to the setting. Good cinematography. So you're giving it a C plus.
Yeah. Giving it a solid C plus.
Okay. I think I just got the name wrong, but whatever. Okay, so a C plus. Now let's talk about score, soundtrack. Any cool music? Was the score memorable?
In the sense that it's just classic traditional background Christmas music is all you're really hearing, you know? When
Right.
rocking around the Christmas tree, when that kicks in, just like in Home Alone, it's placed well, you know?
Okay.
So overall C plus with the
Another C
soundtrack.
plus.
Mostly
Okay.
just,
All right.
commercial Christmas music, but done well, you know?
I'm a sucker for that. So yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Totally. So all right. Let me see here. Acting slash dialogue,
I'm
which I'm
going
also gonna
hard.
add plot to that from now on. But anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, acting slash dialogue. What would you give it?
I'm going in like the high B range because some of these actors I haven't seen since they were kid actors in the first one. The
Right.
mom, she's from Airplane. Remember the
From
movie Airplane?
Airplane.
So she's
What
good
about
at
Bob?
comedy. Oh
Yeah.
yes, right. She's good at comedies, and so she has some pretty good like quirky grandma lines, that old
Oh, that's
grandmas
great.
would say. So they give her most of the punches. The kids are cool. The kids have their own little set of bullies that they're dealing with, and it's cute and it's very family. It's almost like what Disney back in the day may have did put a
Oh,
production behind their money on this, you know?
when they gave a shit.
Yeah, when they were still
Yeah. Yeah.
feel-good family movies. So all
All
the
right.
acting was good, and there was a few things was a little too on the nose, and some stuff that I didn't think was 100% funny,
I
but
meant
I'm
to
giving
ask
it a
you
B plus.
B plus. Okay. All right. Now I meant to ask you, um, how did they use Farkas? And again, this is spoilers. I don't care. Like, was it just in some weird dream sequence,
No,
or like was he
Farkas
actually
is like the hero
get the fuck?
because
What was that? Did that contribute to the to the to the choke it up? That
no,
sounds like a really cool twist.
no, what got me is the last
The
like 8
obituary.
minutes is when they're reading the obituary, and then it's
Okay.
just, like, hitting you, and then the movie ends flashback, like, as the first movie is beginning, and, like, you just know the rest of the obituary is gonna be this story. It turns out to be more like a column than an obituary,
Wow.
you know? And then it's
Wow.
just, like, you see how they lead it to him then just running in the street as a little Ralphie, and I'm just like, "Oh!" I wasn't expecting the movie in this day and age to do that, but they did it. So, acting dialogue, I'm giving it a solid B.
A B. Okay, we're getting somewhere here.
And the
All
only
right.
jokes I didn't like is just like, "Oh, okay, those are more like the kiddie jokes." Like, it made me
We triple
smile, I
dog dare you.
chuckle, you know?
Yeah, that we triple dog dare you line. I was like, oh, stop.
Yeah, a little
All
too
right.
on the nose, but alright, they
Yeah.
getting it, and,
I because they outgrew that shit in like 3 years or two at most.
yeah.
you know.
So,
All
for
right.
them to be
So
adults. And Ralphie as an adult does a great job. He really carries the movie.
really, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, well, do you recognize him from other stuff as an adult?
No, I just know that after he did the first Christmas movie as a kid, he, like,
Yeah.
stayed in the business a little bit, but then he became, like, a writer and a director in his own right. So he wrote and direct this. Apparently, he's been working the whole time,
Yeah.
but this is
Well,
only the second time I've seen him on screen.
nah, you've seen him more. You don't know it. And I'll give you a couple of examples. The only two that I know. I'm sure he's been in other stuff, but he was an Iron Man, believe it or not.
That's right. You know what?
Right?
I do remember him from Iron Man.
Yeah, and he was also an elf.
Was
He
he
was
an
one of
elf?
the
I don't.
he was one of the elves. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I
He's an
didn't.
elf supervisor. Yeah. So yeah, he's been around. I know, but yeah, I guess he's been doing more Hollywood stuff, which is kind of cool. Behind the scenes. Now, let's see here. Likability.
Likability, I'm giving it a straight BB plus. No, it's total likability. See, I'm only torn because am I a kid remembering the first one that I liked so much? But let's
Right.
just say if you're coming in new, I think it still would have a good likability if you're not even familiar with the characters.
Okay. So, what would you go with?
So
B plus,
I'm
B, A?
maybe even an A.
Ooh, if you want to think about this, you don't throw A's out willy
I
nilly.
don't. I really don't. Yeah, I'll come back to
Mm.
that, but it's gonna be either B plus or an A. You know.
I'll throw the A up there for now just to see where we're at. Let's see where we're at overall. Um, so that's 8, 8.5. And if we went with your A, 9.5, you give this movie a B, solid B, right down the middle, 8.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A then because I want it to average out to where it's a B
A
plus.
B, it's a B movie. I mean,
Yeah.
pun not intended. All
One out
right,
of
so
10, I'm giving it like a 9 or a solid 8.5 if I'm
yeah,
nitpicking. If I'm
eight and a
nitpicking,
half.
'cause you know?
That's perfect. That's what your overall came to, 8.5.
There it is.
Wow, that's like one of your most spot on reviews. Well, shit,
Yeah,
man.
I really
Have you got
enjoyed it.
have you gotten into anything else?
No, I feel like I watched that movie once last year when it came out, and I really loved it, and then watching it again this year with, like, my nephew and his girlfriend and my sister and the dog, I was like, "Yeah, this part 2 hits. Part 2 is good. You're not gonna see no dicks and no tits." You know what I'm saying?
Unnecessary, yeah,
Sit
right.
down with the
Seriously.
kids and watch it, you know?
Oh man, I have Ralphie's friend with his husband. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was
Yeah.
none of
No, all
that.
right. So not woke. All right. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.